go to Philadelphia, where the first African-American DA, Seth Williams, boy, hit with federal corruption charges yesterday. He's been fleeing questions from the media for months, now indicted on 23 counts, including bribery, extortion, and fraud. Yesterday, the U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, the FBI, and the IRS unveiled a 50-page indictment accusing him of accepting luxury travel and other gifts like a free couch. Dude, really? I mean, okay, I'm sorry. For offering to fix criminal cases, his charity, the Second Chance Foundation, is also being investigated by the FBI.
Today, Seth Williams stands indicted on several federal charges. As the indictment alleges, Mr. Williams was willing to compromise his position of public trust in exchange for private financial gain. And that allegation is even more unfortunate given the fact that he was elected to protect the interests of the people of Philadelphia as their chief law enforcement officer.
We followed the money by tracking numerous financial transactions. As a result of our collective efforts, Williams has been charged with bribery, extortion, and honest service fraud, among other charges. These charges stem from Williams receiving concealed benefits from local business owners in exchange for performing official acts for these businessmen. The benefits include paid travel, money, and other things of value. Williams also misappropriated money that was intended for the care of a relative at a nursing home. Instead of using this money as intended, he spent the entire amount for his own personal benefit.
All this comes a month after Williams said he wouldn't seek a third term as Philly's top prosecutor. He offered an apology for his behavior in September.
I made a mistake in not reporting gifts from very close friends and very close family. And because of that, I sincerely and humbly apologize.
Y'all making a lot. Joining us by phone from Philadelphia, Vincent Thompson, local news and political correspondent for WURD 900 AM radio. Vincent, how are folks reacting in Philadelphia to the DA being hit with corruption charges?
Well, I mean, they're angry and sad, especially in the African-American community, because Seth was the first African-American district attorney. He was elected started serving in January 2010, and according to the 23-count indictment, his wave of corruption started almost within months after getting in office. And I think the one thing, other than the things that you announced, that kind of took the breath out of me when I went to the press conference yesterday, was Williams is also allegedly accused of taking money from his own mother, draining more than $20,000 of Social Security and pension income intended to pay for her nursing home to cover his personal mortgage and electricity bills. Now, if you are the first district attorney, you can't do that kind of stuff. So, I mean, a lot of black folks elected him hoping that things would change in the criminal justice system in our city. You know, that there would be a man that looked like us, that understood the issues that we were coming from, that would tip the scales of justice a little bit fairer. But in many ways, Seth got corrupted by the system he was trying to protect. It's a sad day.
Well,
it really is.
Well, and not only that, they also have text messages where he pretty much was telling a businessman there in Philadelphia, hey, next time you get in trouble or need something, give me a week to be able to look into it. And then he I guess in one of the text messages, he said, I'm just a poor beggar, if you will, and I thank you for your assistance by giving him a trip to the Dominican Republic. I mean, they got the dude with text messages.
Oh, yeah, it's a damning indictment. I mean, if you read it, it's a damning indictment. I was joking that it seems like the only time you and I speak, Roland, is when there's a Philadelphia politician being indicted. The last time we spoke was when former Congressman Shaka Fatah was indicted and convicted. I mean, I don't know if it's something in our water, but I just want to let the citizens know that the 1.5 million Philadelphians are good people. It just seems like our politicians, whether they're white or black, few of them go astray. It's just, the media was just sitting there kind of aghast because we had known that he was being investigated by the FBI for not reporting thousands of dollars in income. But the fact that, that he did this, I mean, even I've covered politics in Philly a long time, this even stunned me.
Well, first, don't worry about it because I've called Rochelle Riley, the Detroit Free Press, a lot more than you when it comes to folks being indicted.
Right about that.
So yeah, she's got about 10 more cases to lead on you. You only called twice on it. Vincent, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, folks, real quick, going on our panel here. Okay, in this text message, all I'm saying is, if you're going to cheat, you don't self-incriminate.
Look, Kwame Kilpatrick is looking at this saying, what a dummy. Okay, like, that's how bad this is. It's like, how can you're using text message, you're stealing from your own mama. That means you can't win the PR battle.
No,
we need a higher quality of corrupt politicians if we're going to keep getting into these positions.
You can't take right now. It ain't like Paul Manafort getting $10 million a year to help Putin out and then funneling the money elsewhere.
These were luxury items. I mean, the man obviously enjoyed a good life. This is the end. This was the result of a 2-year investigation into his finances. Roof
on a couch.
What? No. Sideline tickets at the Eagles games, all this fun stuff. What is this? This is justice for sale in the DA's office. This is disgusting. It's sick. We need more servant leaders. We need Democrats to really turn the page in Philly. Sorry.
Black elected officials. They just need to be cleaned. I mean, people are going to be looking for you. The message is, if you're a black elected official, you need to be clean. Also, this notion of trinkets, watches, etc. Hey, get a job in the private sector if that is important to you.
And look, that's the real deal there. And I'll tell you this, and I have talked to numerous political folks. Here is the fundamental issue, and that is, it's no different than people who are in our business. By virtue of what you do, you are associating with individuals of means. You don't live in their world. You're only in their world by virtue of what you do. You don't have their money. And so, yes, they see the vacation homes, they see all of those pieces there. And to your point, if you want that, have your spouse or somebody else go get one of those high-paying jobs. But when you're a public servant, that ain't gonna fly.
And there are other ways to exert power, right? This notion of building black businesses, this notion of expanding the workforce, having a group of young black elected officials. I understand, but again, that is real power and not just trinkets.
Real quick.
And there's a sloppiness to it because, again, you could probably get tickets. There's things you can get that you can get away with. What you can't do is get couches. What you can't do is these are tangible things that you can get busted for. Every party invite and concert ticket you could probably justify.
10 seconds.
What's this mean for black DAs? We've got a movement across the country to try to have black DAs. Does this compromise it? Does it buy into the police union narrative that these black folks are corrupt and they shouldn't be here, this kind of birth of a nation narrative?
Well, you see the attack on Marilyn Mosby in Baltimore. You see the sister of Maris Ayala in Florida, who says she's not going to move forward on any death penalty cases, and Governor Rick Scott pulls her off that particular case. And so here's a concern. Of course, we lost Ken Thompson in Brooklyn. Then, of course, you had the sister who was elected there in Cook County in Chicago. So we'll see there. A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not gonna let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.